Bit of an opinion piece here this July 4th. I have my neighbor friend Lee. He only has television. He doesn't access any form of social media. And often in our local watering hole, we get together and I ask him, what are you seeing on TV? He follows American politics to some extent. And we discuss that. And because he has no access to social media, I tell him what I observe on social media in the States. Now, he trusts my opinion, I'll say only in that, how would I express it, that I see an alternative perspective other than the mainstream media. I don't try to say, this is my opinion, it's just my opinion on the opinion on social media in the States, if that makes any sense. So, he has an inherent loathing for Trump, and he realizes to some extent that that's because he's only seeing one perspective. And we often discuss again. So anyways, getting to the point, in our conversation yesterday, I said, well, it seems to me on social media in the States, well, we'll start with mainstream media. They've been anti-Trump since day one and still are. That remains consistent. And it seems to me to be consistent on social media. Those who loathe Trump still loathe him. Those who love him still love him. Now, moving to Canada, I see something different. Our mainstream media, of course, well, to say they're heavily biased towards the Liberal government is an understatement. They seem to be, once in a while, kind of questioning some of Carney's decisions. But when we move to social media, wow, a lot of former Liberal supporters, some of them are questioning Carney's decisions. Others have turned and said, and are stating on their channels, I made a mistake voting for this guy. Quite a difference between Canada and the States. Again, only my perspective on social media. And in summation, I joined a fellow last night, an older gentleman who's 68 years old. He bought me a drink, a beer, because he wonders what I do sitting there in the corner by myself in the pub doing my research and taking my notes. So I was talking to him about that. And another regular in the pub who I don't really have any social intercourse with came up and was putting some money in the jukebox. Although I guess it's not called a jukebox anymore, but whatever. And at the mention of Poilievre, the older gentleman and I were discussing Canadian politics. At the mention of Poilievre, he just went off, just loathes the guy. And I asked him a couple of questions about Canadian politics. Didn't have a clue, just loathes Poilievre because the TV told him to, I suppose. Anyways, just a rambling opinion piece video.